Hey Virgo, what's up? Welcome back to Crystal's Tarot, or welcome if you're new. Please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate your support. So this little pre-reading that I got for you guys, whoever this resonates with, and this is, again, it's just a pre-message. You had the Ace of Wands come out, followed by the Queen of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck was the Four of Cups. So with the first question regarding something I and a lot of lessons learned for some of you, there was you might have found yourself between a rock and a hard place at times. A lot of unknown situations for some of you regarding your home and a long journey of lessons and growth you've learned, the process that you went through. I feel like there's some sort of toxic energy for some of you in your environment. You might not be noticing it or seeing it yet. Followed by the Queen of Cups. Sorry, guys. It's got like a crazy. And then the Four of Pentacles. I don't know if you guys can hear my freaking neighbors upstairs, but they're freaking loud. I'm sorry if you can hear them. Apologize for the distraction. Anyways. And then the bottom of the deck was the Four of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, whatever these lessons learned was, I feel like for some of you, you might be like there's something you're still holding on to in regards to like a home environment, something you see stability in. I feel like you're receiving a lot of intuition, and that's developing into like, I don't know how to say it. Like you get inspiration to do something or say something, and you do it, and it leads you to something bigger and better, like the next thing. I feel like there's a lot of unknown things. You're holding on to a lot of things right now. Trying to juggle a lot of things, trying to work things out. I feel like you're also, for some of you, you might be working on like self-compassion, like loving yourself, growing something. I feel like you're trying to nurture something. For some of you, it might be a connection. So I wanted to also address when I kind of like each card individually, like they represent their own message, but like if you group them together and you combine them, like I was getting like something like more impactful, more meaningful than just the individuals. So I felt like there was like a great disappointment for some of you. There was something that you're once passionate about and you had invested your emotions. There might be like in some way, shape, or form a third party. And whether you feel it, think it, see it, believe it, whatever it is for you, whether you know it, whatever it is for you. There's been some light shed on something that you've once found like unknown to you. I feel like you're becoming more aware, or you feel like you're becoming more aware of something, and some sort of like inspiration that you received, and some sort of like knowledge or communication, this journey that you went on. I feel like for some of you, if it resonated for you, I feel like there were moments where you didn't like you got there, but you weren't sure how you got there. Like I felt like there was a lot of struggle going on. So you're just trying to get through the day, make it through the day. I feel like now looking back, you can see how much you've grown, how much you've learned, all the lessons and things like that. But I feel like looking back, you're like, you have no idea how you got out of a situation, whatever it was for you. There was something that was kind of difficult and hard for you to go through. I feel like you still don't, there's still some things you don't know about, you aren't fully aware of. For some of you, be careful. I feel like there's somebody like shady and toxic in your midst, like hiding amongst you, like the devil in the shadows. There's some sort of toxic energy around you that you may or may not be aware of. And only take it as it resonates, guys. I feel like there was some sort of awareness that you had in regards to a situation. And I feel like whatever this toxic energy is that's around you, I feel like it's not really going to bother you. I feel like somebody's observing you, somebody's watching you do what you do. But like whatever this toxic energy is, it's not going to have any impact on you. Like you're just going to brush it off and keep it moving. You're focused on doing something, creating something, building something. I feel like you're only investing in people. I feel like you've learned a lot, Virgo. You've definitely gone through a lot of lessons, a lot of experiences that caused you to like come into 2023 just more experienced. I feel like you're more also, I heard good job. Some of you might be like, whatever this was for you, it was really hard and disappointing. There was a moment that you had to be honest with yourself about what you were receiving. If you were getting like, if you're being treated fairly, if you were getting what you should be getting in a situation, and you had to call bullshit on something, and you had to stand in your power and realize who you were, what you were going to create, whether you're male or female. I feel like there was a moment for sure where you had to like recognize your power and stand in that. But again, I feel like in all these, like almost all these cards, there's like faces in the background. I feel like people have been observing you. People have been watching you. I feel like you're definitely conquering something, or you have conquered something. You've created something, you've manifested something. I feel like you're 2023 is going to be very, very abundant for you. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of release, a lot of healing, a lot of like recreating, sorry, of things like the unknown things. I feel like you're going to be like passionate and spontaneous. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Spontaneously pursuing those. But I'm getting very strongly that there was like some sort of awareness or communication, passionate desire that brought in healing for a situation that was disappointing for you at one point in time. Now I feel like you're trying to like heal yourself, nurture yourself, embrace yourself. I feel like there's something you've learned and grown from that you're trying to hold on to, that like growth, that improvement. I feel like there's like this new, but like for some of you, it might be a new sense of freedom, but I feel like it's more so like you found a new way to connect with yourself. You're passionate about yourself. You're inspired by yourself. You're like, I feel like you see yourself like better than you ever have before. I feel like you're trying to hold on to that energy somewhere in the back of your mind. Whatever this like, there's been something that's been reignited that you once thought was like impossible. It's I feel like it's restarting. Some of you might have like reignited a past relationship or gone back gone back to an old job. But I feel like there's this sense of you in the process of learning all those lessons tied up to this. I feel like there's been like this growth, this improvement. Like you've started to absorb these lessons where it's like no longer just thoughts, like you know this to be true about yourself. And I feel like you're concerned that like moving along with your journey, like redoing anything else, you're concerned like it's going to revert you back to that energy of feeling like disappointed and sad, where you're not loving and compassionate and kind to yourself, where you're not able to use your intuition. But again, Virgo, I feel like you've learned the lesson. So like, it's like learning how to ride a bike. Once you know how to ride the bike, you know how to ride the bike. All right. Let's see. Virgo. All right. Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, you have the 10 of Swords and the High Priestess. So in regards to this communication, I feel like for some of you, it's an old spouse. For some of you, there's some sort of... Be careful. I'm going to say this. For some of you, take it as it resonates. And again, if you know if it resonates or not, is you tell yourself, my name is Crystal and my name is not Crystal. And how those feelings feel when you tell yourself the truth versus when you lie to yourself, that's how you know if something resonates, whether or not you know it or not. So do the test, see if it resonates. But this conversation, this communication, whatever it has that has ignited some sort of inspiration, the investment and all that, like we're going to redo this. I was once sad about it. I once lost it, but now it has the potential to come back. For whoever this resonates, be careful. I feel like it's going to cause you a hard disappointment. I feel like there's a lack of truth in this situation. You have the 10 of Swords and the High Priestess to clarify this Ace of Wands. So I'm getting, for some of you, like this is like it's hard for you to think like it's possible to have this new leap of faith. Like how do I recreate something that was once difficult and hard for me? How do I like renew this when it like mentally and emotionally and just in every way possible it defeated me? How can I possibly redo whatever this is, whatever you find passionate about that you were once sad about? For some of you, you're stressing on how to do it. For others of you, I feel like this communication is going to cause you to feel sad and hurt and disappointed. I wish you guys could say it better. Sad and disappointed because somebody's not being fully honest. Somebody's not fully speaking their truth. So take it as it resonates, guys. Somebody's not being honest and sincere in their communication, whether it's you or somebody else. But I'm going to say somebody's not being honest with you because you're going to be the one disappointed and hurting. Let's see what else. The Queen of Cups. Hold on. Yeah, the 8 of Swords came out. So this is something that you're not wanting to like end. This energy of being able to stand in your power, be able to manifest your thoughts, be able to like abundantly create things because you're inspired to it, because you want to nurture it, because you're moving forward towards it, and because you're feeling balanced in a way to do so because you're using your intuition. You're heavily focused on maintaining that. You do not want that energy to like disappoint, or you don't want to turn your back on that energy and feel disappointed. I feel like you have at one point in time, you might not have used your intuition like you would liked, and that caused you to feel hurt and disappointed. But like I said, you definitely learned your lesson and you're really worried about maintaining that growth. But like I said, you've learned your lesson already. And you're so stressed out about maintaining that growth. I don't feel like you're gonna like, okay, these lessons that you've learned over here, like it's something it's following with you. Like it's only multiplied, like tripled for some of you. And you're stuck in your head about like maintaining that. And then you have the Chariot, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands. So I felt like there's going to be some sort of forward movement that you receive like some sort of download about it. And this movement or this direction, it's going to allow balance. For some of you, you're going to be like, you might be moving, you might be thinking about moving. I feel like for some of you, you're like evaluating if somebody's being truthful or not. If somebody like whether to move in with somebody or not. For some of you, I feel like if somebody has like came back and they're wanting to like reconnect and communicate again, and I feel like you're evaluating the situation. You're evaluating them and their behavior and their approach and things like that. And I feel like for you to move forward, you're needing to see a sense of balance. Otherwise, you're going to move a different direction. And I feel like you're so stuck in your thoughts and your head about the growth that you've had, the progress that you've made, and you don't want to lose that you're like, there's going to be quick movement. I feel like it's like, I don't want to say it's skittish energy. I don't know if that's the right word. I don't think it's like kind of like, it's like if you see the slightest concern, I feel like you're going to be like, hey, this isn't balanced. I don't feel like you're going to allow people to just like run over you like you did before. I feel like you're going to really call things out. And if it doesn't line up, I feel like you're going to quickly move in the opposite direction from it. There's something like you're really trying to hold on to your balance. But for some of you, I feel like there's something you're trying to learn. Yeah, you're trying to hold on to this disappointment. The fuck, Virgo? You have the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. I totally get it, but I'm going to say this. You've already learned your lesson. You don't have to worry and fight yourself about holding on to your lesson. You've already learned it. You already know 1 + 1 is 2. You already know that. You've learned your lesson. And you're trying to hold on to like, trying to be prepared. Like if this person catches you off guard again, if this situation catches you off guard again. But like, you just need to relax it. Let's see from the deck. You have Justice. So I think that like this disappointment that you suffered, there's really been change that has came to that. You've learned your lesson. The people involved has learned their lesson. Like I feel like there's judgment and justice. Like things are more balanced now. You know when to call bullshit. I feel like you Virgo, you've learned your lesson. You need to trust yourself. I feel like that should have been the freaking title. We're gonna put this away and then see what else comes out. But for whoever that resonated with, if you are in if you have received some sort of passionate communication that's allowed you to feel inspired to move forward, to like heal something that you were once sad and disappointed about, and now you're feeling happy and motivated, just allow yourself to feel how you're feeling and be fully authentic and honest with yourself at all times with how you're feeling and what your intuition is telling you. You already learned the lessons. You know your intuition. You have a guidance within you. And I feel like that, like, it's not going to leave you. It's not going to go away. It lives within you. This knowledge, this awareness, like, you have to trust yourself. That's all I'm going to say, Virgo. If that message resonated with you, don't worry so much about holding on to the memories of the disappointment and holding on to like the tallies. Like, you've learned your lesson. You're not going to have those same experiences because you've healed that. Sorry, I lost that one, but it's the Five of Wands. I wish I could find out what that was. What about the Five of Wands? Okay. You have King of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Seven of Pentacles, King of Wands, Five of Wands, Seven of Swords. Sorry. Yeah, Seven of Swords and Three of Wands. Yeah, Virgo, just trust yourself. So you need to stand in your power. You're evaluating something and reviewing something in regards to a lot of fighting, disappointment, people being sneaky and shady, and I felt like the King of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be in regards to a family environment, family situation. I felt like you really worked really hard on like manifesting your abundance, creating your abundance, having something stable. I feel like there's an emotional connection that you feel like it's like your happy home, happy family, everything. There's a nostalgic connection towards it. I feel like you're working towards it right now to like manifest it and make it more abundant. You're evaluating things in regards to the action you're taking forward that you're passionate about. But you keep on like with this energy of like arguing and fighting and people being sneaky and shady and deceptive and trying to get away from that. So I'm kind of getting that same energy again of like, did I learn my lesson and should I take this forward action? You're evaluating whether or not you should take a forward action about something you're passionate about. You have an opportunity to move forward towards something you're passionate about. Somebody's providing an offer. Okay. So if somebody is providing you an offer and this is resonating with you, I'm going to tell you it's important to look at the people who's providing you an offer, and if you like, are you compatible with them? Are you guys making the same approach? If you look at this, both of these knights are headed in opposite directions. You have one that's very stable and reliable. It's probably took a long time to come in, but he's steady and he's consistent. He's dependable. He'll put the work in. Then you have another knight, who's the Knight of Wands. He's like very passionate. He moves forward, very active. If you want something done, he will definitely get it done. But he's quicker. He's going to make decisions and move forward with them quickly. And whatever it is that he's passionate about. So in this sort of direction, they don't have equal balance. They're heading in opposite directions, right? But if you approach it in the right way, and then they're able to go towards each other. They're able to balance things fairly. And what's trying to be revealed is the 10 of Pentacles. So like, I feel like there's this energy of like somebody, like there's two people wanting to do the same thing to help create balance and abundance and prosperity in a situation. But I felt like there's moments where they're like approaching it in opposition, and moments where they're approaching it where it's going to be beneficial for them. So I felt like you just like in this energy of where you're reviewing, where you're remembering so and so did whatever that you disappointed, and some of you really prayed. You prayed for this person, pointed, and some of you really prayed. You prayed for this person to learn these things, to behave differently, to like kind of get on the same page as you, so where you guys can like be heading the same direction. I feel like you guys want the same things though. Let's see. Right, 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles, you got the 10 of Swords in the reverse. So this speaks about even though there's something that's unknown to you at the moment, you're no longer wanting to deal with that energy. There's like this unknown energy to you. You're still focusing on what you've been working at and creating, but you're willing to like go back to where you're defeated, where you're disappointed, where you're stuck in your thoughts all day. You want to feel encouraged and motivated and inspired. You want to take forward towards what you're passionate about. What's this 5 of Wands? Yeah, so you have 7 of Pentacles again, which you had yeah, so you have 7 of Pentacles again, which you had up there. The Judgment and the Queen of Cups, which we had a little bit ago, and the Ace of Cups for this 5 of Wands. Like for whoever this resonates, this is hard for you to make this decision, to either like make a new offer, accept an offer. I feel like there's a lot of things that were disappointing you. You have the 10 of Swords in the reverse with the 7 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands with the 7 of Pentacles down here. Like there was like definitely for some of you it might have been physical altercations, mental like verbal altercations. I feel like there was some sort of balance, justice in a situation. There was like a lot of reflection and healing, and that allowed this new opportunity to come forward. Seven of Swords. So you have the Knave of Cups and Moon for the Swords. So yeah, like I felt like the sneaky, shady behavior, it was in regards to like a love offer that was either, I don't know. I feel like somebody was sneaky and shady in regards to a connection. There was unknown behavior. There was like, it was unclear how they felt about you. I felt like they behaved in ways that was very confusing. They might have cheated on you at one point. What's this? Three of Swords. So you have the Eight of Cups for the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so again, I feel like somebody left the connection, but they want to work on it. So somebody chose to, like, I don't know. I'm getting there, like for some of you could have broke up and got back together with your partner because there were sneaky and shady behaviors. But the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, there's some sort of wish fulfillment involved in this connection. Take it as it resonates. All right. Let's get into our cross and see what Spirit wants to tell us. Virgo. All right, first card out, you have the Nine of Pentacles crossed with the Eight of Wands. So I feel like you're currently very happy. You're enjoying the moments right now. I feel like for some of you, you might have received a text. There was some sort of conversation, communication that allowed you to feel happy and inspired, to feel motivated and encouraged. At a soul level, you have the Star card in the reverse. So at a soul level, there's something that you've accepted is not going to be healed. There's some sort of wish fulfillment that you're just no longer expecting, or like you've settled into something. In your recent past, you have the Three of Wands. So in your recent past, that you were like waiting for something, praying for something to come through, praying for someone. For some of you, take it as it resonates. But there's something you're waiting for. How you want it? Okay. Also, so like if okay, this is your current energy, and this is your recent past, right? And if you look at them, they're like she's like your current energy is looking back on the past that was like waiting and praying for someone. So I feel like there's somebody or something that you were like, something in your past that you were like no longer wishing for. You made a realization. Hold on, guys. And then we have Page of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So some sort of communication or offer that brought in balance in regards to somebody walking away from something with the Eight of Cups. And then the Ten of Wands. So this was hard. It was a burden. This was difficult. Somebody walked away because it was difficult at one point, but a new offer was made that brought in balance because somebody was sad and disappointed from all the burdens. Okay, your crowning energy, you have the Judgment. So you're thinking about something that wasn't fair. Some of you might be thinking about a court case. Like you're thinking about something that wasn't fair and how to bring in balance to it. I feel like there's something you're evaluating. And I'm getting again that like that pre-message energy about like you're thinking about, did I learn my lessons? Are my lessons going to stay with me? And am I maintaining my lessons? Like, am I going, sorry guys, hold on. Thank you. Am I going to be able to like continue to behave in the way that like you're thinking about like the lessons you've learned, and if you're going to continue to like learn them, develop them, demonstrate them, act in them, if things are going to continue to be fair. I feel like it's very for appointment and more. I want to know what brought in this. Well, obviously the communication did. Some sort of conversation helped you to feel like you're gonna have, oh my gosh, you're gonna have control and balance on things. But when I'm saying that, is the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, be careful with this conversation, this communication. Just make sure that it's honest and authentic. Make sure you can trust it. I want to know what is the relation between this current energy and this recent past. Okay. You have the Moon and the Eight of Cups. So this speaks about somebody walking away because they were no longer emotionally satisfied and not having truth and clarity in a situation. But he's circling right back to what he walked away from. For some of you, I feel like, and then you have the Six of Swords in the bottom of the deck. So I felt like whatever this, take it as it resonates. I felt like right now you're feeling like just balance within yourself, feeling like you can manage, feeling like things are able to grow. Things are like, you're just able to stand in your power now because there was a moment that you did what you were needing to do. I felt like there was a lack of clarity, a lack of truth, and you prayed for guidance. You were willing to receive guidance. And I feel like you followed your inspiration, which was to walk away from things that were no longer emotionally satisfying for you. And I feel like that ultimately led you back to feeling stable, feeling like you had the truth, feeling like you could understand a situation, feeling like even though it might seem odd, things are going to work out. I feel like there's been some clarity brought to a situation that you were once confused in. I felt like for some of you, you might have prayed for truth and clarity in a situation, and I feel like you've received enough of it to make better choices or make a choice. For some of you, you might have seen some sort of paperwork. You've seen something that helped you to feel like you were able to make a decision in regards to your past in some way, shape, or form, in regards to somebody or something, someone in your past. What is this Judgment card? The Sun in the reverse. So I felt like you're not seeing something clearly for some of you. For others of you, I felt like whatever this is, that even though you're even like, I don't know how to say it. You're not happy that somebody is as disappointing as they are. And you're concerned that you're not going to be able to is somebody gonna be able to trick me in the future? Then you have the Star in the reverse as well. Yeah, you don't want somebody to trick you. I feel like you're thinking how people were deceitful. They weren't honest, how they didn't stick up, and they weren't fair in a situation. they didn't provide clarity and truth and justice in a situation. They weren't honest. And I feel like you're thinking about that. And you're thinking, like, can you trust somebody? Can you do this again? And then you have the World card. So things have definitely changed for you, Virgo. Things are different than what they used to be. And then you have the World card about that. So I feel like things are coming into balance for you in 2023. There's going to be a lot for you to celebrate, a lot of fairness. I feel like you're going to be working really hard, but I feel like some of you are getting a promotion. You're getting a pay increase, or you might be looking for a job and getting the job offer. There's some sort of celebration in regards to your finances and working towards something, working at something. There's a new cycle. Sorry. There's a new cycle in your life because you've been working towards something that's going to allow you to celebrate. Okay, let's see. What's the Empress? The Two of Pentacles. So you're bringing in balance. You're creating balance for yourself in your life, in your future. For some of you, like whatever it is that you see a lack of balance, you're going to bring that in. And then the Nine of Wands. So there's something you're defensive about, but you still willing to fight. Still have some fight in you, but you're defensive about something. But I feel like in your future, your near future, you're going to be creating something, manifesting something in regards to your balance, or that helps you keep balance, maintain balance. For some of you, you might be like getting a new job and then another job. What else about the Empress? You have the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So the Queen of Cups has been out here a couple times earlier as well. So I'm getting that same pre-message that we got earlier. Like there's some sort of lesson that you've learned. And it helped you to understand how to use your intuition, to have compassion for yourself, to be nurturing and loving towards yourself instead of letting everybody just defeat you and take over and kind of control the situation and manipulate you and just really take advantage. And I felt like you found a way you found a way to create balance in your life, in your environment, with people that you interact with. I feel like you're able to now experience love because you brought it to yourself first and foremost. I felt like you're starting to have balance in your environment because you created it in your environment. And you're starting to feel it now. I felt like you're definitely like very compassionate towards yourself. You're trying to be more understanding. I feel like you've been like healing your inner child. Like for some of you, you might have been like doing like playful things that like children would do, and it's helping you to bring balance, internal balance to your emotions. For some of you, I felt like you might have had a new relationship come in, and that person's very playful, and that helps you to kind of feel balanced when things are kind of crazy and chaotic. There's something that's going to be coming in your near future, you're not going to be expecting, but you're going to feel balanced with it. You're going to feel emotionally connected towards it. I feel like your intuition is going to be like really wanting you, like pulling you towards it. You're going to want to connect with it. Whether it's a person, place, or thing, take it as it resonates. But something in your near future is going to come in because you've been taking steps forward towards it, whether it's a person, place, or thing. And it's going to help bring balance. You're going to feel really joyful, really like emotionally content and satisfied. And you're going to feel stable and secure. I feel like you're going to like really feel proud of yourself. All right. How other people see you is the Seven of Cups. So other people see you as like you just have a lot of opportunities, you're abundant. I feel like some people just see you as like oblivious. Like some people might see you as naive. But I feel like this is more like people are think you have a lot of options. You have like people might think you have it better than you actually do, or things are easier than what they actually are. Hold up, guys. That's how you see yourself. I'm sorry. I'm off right now. So you see yourself with the Seven of Cups. Sorry, guys. My bad. My bad. So the Seven of Cups indicates like it could be potentially like self-delusion, um, like some sort of deceit, self-deceit, having too many options, being confused. So I felt like I'm tying back to this future energy. For some of you, you're trying to create opportunities for yourself. You're trying to like have like I want this job, I want that job, I want like I'm seeing somebody who's planning for their future. Like you got your job, you got your family, you got so many things that you want coming in the future, and you're just like planning, how do I get them? How do I obtain them? How do I get everything in order so it works? And I felt like you're still like planning. There's some confusion in a situation or how to get everything to work still. You're still lining things up. But I feel like you can definitely do it, Virgo. If you can't, who can? I feel like there's something you need to be clear about, or there's something you need to look more into when you're planning this out. Like if you're planning on moving, make sure you look more into the area that you're moving into. If you're looking for a different job or an additional job, make sure that you understand what the benefits are and the hours are and what the requirements are and the da 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 da. I feel like there's like a lot of different things you're looking into right now because you're wanting things to kind of line up. Seven of Cups. Okay. Okay. So you have the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the World card, the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles. And then you have the Temperance, the Devil, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so how we have this Seven of Cups down here, I feel like there's been some sort of disappointment in your past. There was something you had to fight and struggle for, but you used your intuition to get out of a situation, and you're trying to rebuild and recreate things. I feel like you're definitely having a new experience and like a new cycle, a new way of doing things. In regards to things you've learned, could be your home environment, could be your partner, past partner, could be how you engage and interact with people. But I feel like you're thinking about your abundance. You're thinking about how do you bring stability into an environment. People see you as, it might have moved recently. People see you, Virgo, as you can do anything you say. Like you could move mountains. You can literally do anything you set your mind to. You have the ability to manifest abundance. You have the ability to like anything that you want, you have the ability to get. People see that for you. And you're trying to create opportunities for yourself. And I felt like people are just, you might not hear them necessarily encouraging you and motivating you, but I guarantee you that there's people around you who are sending you positive energy, even if they don't tell you. They know that you can do something. They know that whatever you want to create, you will create. What you think about, you bring about. They know you to be a creator. I like that for you, Virgo. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, hopes and or fears, you have the Knight of Cups. So you're hoping for like forward movement towards something you have emotional connection for. For some of you, you're wanting to speak to somebody or have them, like I'm getting there's like, you want to offer an apology to somebody or have them offer an apology towards you. I feel like you want to make a solid offer towards somebody, and you want them to like communicate a desire to like forward movement, and what you can count on, what you can rely on. I felt like you're wanting somebody to see the value in you and make a solid offer. Make a reliable, like give you an offer that's worth like saying yes to and that is going to be there in years to come. Something that's clear. I feel like you want somebody who's willing to that's easy to deal with, easy to like just somebody reliable. That like when they say something, they do what they say, and that like they're not too confusing in regards to their emotions. Like slow and steady, consistent. I felt like for some of you, you're wanting somebody to reach out to you, to say something to you, to like to move their feet already, take forward movement. You might be wanting to. Your final outcome, should things remain the same, you have the Sun card. So this speaks about having like clarity in a situation, having joy in a situation, having like something manifest. There's something you're trying to create and build. There's some sort of abundance that you're moving forward towards. I feel like Virgo, I'm going to just sum it up towards this. Let's see what's the bottom of the deck. The Eight of Swords. Yeah, so you just like stay stuck in your head. Okay, basically what I kind of got out of this message is that there's been a lot of change in your environment. You've kind of went through something that was disappointing and emotionally exhausting for you. And it got you to the point where you weren't sure if you were going to be able to get out of that energy. For whatever reason, something kind of circled back around and it allowed you to think like maybe this is able to heal and grow and move forward. And I feel like you kind of have that energy where you're like, you've learned a lot of lessons. And I feel like you're more trusting yourself than what you did before. But I feel like there's still moments where you're not trusting yourself to the extent that you should. I feel like you've definitely healed and grown a lot. And I feel like you're feeling balanced because of the love that you've given yourself. But I feel like at the same time, there's still moments where you're not really too sure. You're not too confident. I feel like you might be like distracted and focusing on trying to bring in a relationship or something solid. For some of you, I feel like you're really trying to work on work. You're trying to bring in another, like a second job, additional income. But I feel like there's also like in the back of your mind, there's like some sort of relationship that's went through some sort of transition. There's something you kind of gave up on. We have the star twice in the reverse. One's in your crowning energy and the other one's at a soul level. So I felt like there's something within you that you just kind of settled into, like you're not going to get something that you wished for or hoped for. But I feel like there's like you are abundant, Virgo. You do have the ability to create and manifest things. You have a lot of cards out here that reflect that. But at the same time, these are major arcana cards. And with them being in the reverse, I feel like you have like negative thought patterns that you're still clearing out, that you're still evaluating and healing. But you're in the process of bringing clarity and truth to a situation. You are moving forward towards your great joy. You have the Sun in the upright for your final outcome. So even though you've went through something that was very difficult for you, I definitely get there was something that you had to walk away from, that because it was no longer emotionally satisfying for you at one point in time, but then you circle back around to it. And now you're just kind of confused and like evaluating it. Like, is it going to like move forward the way I want it to? Is it going to is it going to be toxic, or did we heal that energy for sure? I just dropped those cards. Okay. We're going to get some final cards for you. All right, Virgo, this will be it. And then we'll just pull out your reading. Virgo. you have new dawn and then energy shifts. Let's see, anything else? Healing hands. Letting go. And rebirth. Bottom of the deck, trust. So I feel like there's definitely been some sort of like new, like, for some of you, I feel like you definitely restarted a connection, but you're kind of nervous about that. I feel like you're just trying to, like, if you're not, you should be just trying to relax into the energy and allow your intuition to guide you. You do have your intuition. So if you are feeling hesitant or nervous in moments, just trust that. I feel like you're definitely going through this new rebirthing process, but I feel like you're doing it willingly. I feel like you are relaxed into the moments. I feel like there's moments, for some of you, you might like need to lean on your friends a little bit more or have a little bit more time with friends or just a little bit more time enjoying things, whatever makes you feel happy. I feel like that'll help like motivate you and encourage you at times. All right, that has been your reading for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Be kind to yourself and to others.